Hey guys, happy 4th of July. I hope that you guys have a great day planned. We're going to have some of the kids come over and swim later, do a cookout, and then maybe go to Samantha's house and eat dessert and do fireworks there. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. So this segment is called Mom Minutes, and I would like to do this at least once a week, where it's just like a 3 to 5 minute video just about how to parent and maybe just give you some ideas. I do not claim to have all of the ideas for sure. These are just some of the things that worked for us. I was a stay-at-home mom, especially, well, I've always been a stay-at-home mom. But when our kids were little, I was really at home. I mean, we did not go anywhere else pretty much unless we had a play date or something. So this, might be helpful for moms that work. It might not. Maybe there's just a little thing that would help you out. So anyway, I do hope it's beneficial for you. So this segment is called How to Survive with 3 Under 3. So when Phil and I were first married, I got pregnant with Samantha like a month after we got married. So we had a little 2-month-old on our first anniversary. So we had to find a babysitter for our first anniversary. Then about 16 and a half months later, Josiah came. And then about 20 months after him, Robert came. So we had 3 kids, 3 and under. And we lived on a army base, which was great. We had like a park right across the street. We had a little backyard. So we had things for the kids to do. So one of the things that I think helped me survive those years and even years to come was having a schedule. I am not a scheduled person. But in order to survive, we can pretty much do anything, right? So I did a schedule, and I found out that it was really helpful for my kids to know that we were not going to play with Play-Doh all day. In their minds, if we were playing with Play-Doh, it was like, when are we going to stop? When are we going to do something? When are we going to eat? And so if I put up on the fridge, even when they were young, just a little schedule that let them know that this activity is going to end pretty soon. And, Mommy said that we're going to have a snack right here, and it's about, 15 minutes away. It's not very long. So, it just kind of helped ease everybody's mind that the snack was coming, or playtime outside was coming, or we are going to the pool as soon as we do these other things in our schedule. So, kind of how it looked, and I wrote one out, and of course it wasn't exactly like this, but this is kind of what I did here. This is our preschool schedule. And so we had about 7 to 7:30, they got up, and we usually, watch TV for a little bit till everybody got up, and including me, and could function and that sort of thing. We did not let our kids get up before 7 o'clock. And so we taught them what a 7 looked like, and we actually had like a little puzzle piece. And we said it has to match, And so I know that they have clocks now that like turn a certain color when it's 7 o'clock or whatever time you want them to get up, which I think is amazing. I mean, that's genius. So, but yeah, so we got them up at 7, or really they got us up at 7. If they slept later, then we slept later. I mean, I never would go and wake them up unless we absolutely had to. So, but then we would eat breakfast, after we watched TV. We would eat breakfast from like 7:30 to 8. From 8 to 8:30, we got dressed, brushed our teeth. They helped me make the beds. We cleaned up a little bit. Let them help you clean up. It's a good thing. 8:30 to 9 was quiet time. And so what I mean by that is I would put on like either a Jesus video or something, either praise babies. Praise babies are great because it's just music, and it really does capture their attention because there's babies on the screen doing different things, and I loved it. It was great, and it wasn't very annoying to listen to as an adult. So, and then I could also have my quiet time, and it was okay for them to see that they had to be quiet, and Mommy was doing something, and they'll get the idea. So if it doesn't work like right away, just keep up with it. And then from 9 to 10, we would play inside, like stuff that, I'd have a box or something where that was the time that we'd do Play-Doh, or, just give them some choices of what they'd like to do. Or even if they're really good about just going and playing, then that's great too. Then from 10 to 12, we would usually go outside if we could. We played outside a lot. I love for kids to be outside. It's so great for them to be able to be, breathing the fresh air and climbing and running and jumping, and it's just makes them so healthy. And so I would really encourage you to let your kids do that if it's not like 100 degrees outside. So maybe you could switch those two around and have them play at 9 instead outside. And we'd also, do a snack time then. Then from 12 to 1, we'd come in, we'd do lunchtime, have them help me again, just put stuff away, clean up. And then from 1 to 3, we always had nap time. Always, always, always. It was a very rare exception that we did not have nap time because everybody needed it, including me. So we would do that every day from 1 to 3. And usually they did really well. So if they woke up a little bit early, then they could come down and lay with me and watch a show or something like that. But usually it was from 1 to 3. And when they get a little bit older, they don't necessarily have to sleep, but they could lay on their bed and listen to Adventures in Odyssey or a book on tape or read. So it's just okay for them to be quiet and to just lay there. It is okay. It will not kill them, and it helps, with their imagination and helps them to learn how to do things quietly. So it's a good skill to learn. And honestly, we did this until, probably through middle school. And of course, we didn't call it nap time, but we did call it quiet time. And we did it every Sunday from, right after lunch. So it was like usually 2 to 3 for an hour. Everybody would just go to their rooms, and they had to go to their rooms and be quiet for an hour so that we could all relax and just have some rest time. Especially if your Sundays are like our Sundays and they're not very restful because you have church in the morning and church in the evening and Bible studies and that sort of thing. So it was good for all of us just to know that it was expected that everybody go lay down for an hour. So we don't do that anymore because our circumstances are a little bit different. But if nobody comes over on Sundays, because we usually have family lunch on Sunday where everybody comes over. But if we don't have that, we do quiet time. So, and now my kids are teenagers and they like it. So, okay, let's see. And then from 3 to 4, after they got up, everybody's still groggy and everything, I'd let them watch another show. And it does seem like we have, quite a few times that they're watching TV in here. I will tell you, as long as it's something good they're watching, like an educational show, we were really big on that it couldn't just be anything, it had to be an educational show, or maybe a Disney movie or something like that, but not just anything. Then I thought it was okay, and I thought, that helps us when we're little, but we should grow out of that. So when you're older, you should be able to entertain yourself without a screen. So that was kind of my philosophy on that, so that, moms can get a shower or whatever they need to and know that their little kid will be glued for, 30 minutes or 15 minutes to a show, so they can get a shower. I say go for it. So, okay, and then from 4 to 5:30, play inside or outside again. 5:30 to 6, we need to do a quick cleanup, so when Daddy comes home, the house is not a wreck. Please have your children help you do that. Just say, hey, we're going to do a 5-minute cleanup. We do that now, and it's 5-minute cleanups are not a big deal, and usually it takes 5 minutes. If everybody chips in and helps, it takes 5 minutes. Let them always help you. Don't go around and do it on your own, because then that just sets a precedent that mom cleans up and we don't. We get to make messes and she gets to clean them up, and that does not make for a happy household. So let them help you. They'll appreciate that you did later on. So let's see here. And then we would have, I'd start dinner during that time. So you might need pull out some extra activities at that time, because I know that from 5:30 or from 4 to 5:30, 5:30 to 6, that time is kind of a rough time sometimes. People are kind of cranky, need your attention. So maybe pull out the special activities at that time. And then dinner from 6 to 6:30 when Daddy gets home. Then play with Daddy and clean up from 6:30 to 7:15. 7:15 to 8, do baths and stories, and then 8 o'clock is bedtime. So 8 o'clock was our kids' bedtime for a very long time, like really long, maybe like through junior high, something like that. So that is a good thing, and I will do another talk on bedtimes because I just feel like it's so important for you to have time with your husband. Okay, so that was for preschool, and I just wanted to tell you real quick, my husband's cousin put a one of these chore charts up, which I thought was genius, and I actually am going to share it on my Facebook. But her kids are a little bit older, but this would be great for like elementary age, middle school, maybe even early junior high possibly. But she has a category of before using devices or TV, they have to do all of these things, which I think is great. And then if they're bored, she has things already listed for them to do. Like just pick something, you know, you don't really have to think that hard. Just pick something on the list. And then extra jobs to choose from, because one of the things they have to do before using TV or devices is to do an extra job. So I think this is brilliant, and you guys can look at that on my Facebook. I'm going to hope to share it there. And so, so the main thing is that schedules just kind of help your kids know what to expect. It gets them on a rhythm. It also helps you know what to expect, especially if you're tired and you get up and you're like, how am I going to make it through this day? Well, you kind of get in the rhythm of it and you can make it through. And of course, the schedules can be adjusted. You know, we went to the pool when the little kids got a little bit older. We would go to the pool all summer long, you know, from like 10 to 1. So, and take our lunch with us so they could eat it there. So, but if you have a framework to work with, then it just makes it a lot easier to for everybody to kind of be settled in their spirits, you and your kids, because you know what to expect. I hope this was helpful. Take care.